Let's go golfing.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Ooh. Missed it by that much.
This is a par putt. I like the look of this. That's not your best effort on the greens.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He finds himself in a share of 7th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good. And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Right over the spot.
Missed it by that much.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Well holed. Let's move on. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Missed it by that much.
And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. A 7-footer right here.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently a couple under for the round. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of...
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one's headed right, Rich. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. How close was that to going down? A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Starts off on a good line.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Look out world was his statement when he came out on the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella, and just kind of came from a blue-collar background. And I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game,
missed it by that much.
Every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now. I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
That's inside the house of opportunity. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
This one looking really good.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The leaderboard has them sitting in second place behind Tiger Woods. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week.
Missed it by that much.
It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up,